Body. So we're going to start our session today. Be comfortable yourself and let your whole body weight go down. So gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, relax your breathing with your thoughts. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, today in this session, we're mainly going to practice tranquility meditation, samatha mental culture, and the vipassana meditation, vipassana mental culture or insight meditation. So, in the beginning, we take our inhalation, exhalation as a primary mental object and follow the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. So let your mind to settle down with the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. So in the beginning, just know yourself when the inhalation, exhalation happens through the sensation of the inhalation, not by imagination, not by thinking about it or doing something, or not by maintaining your inhalation, exhalation, but by observing and recognizing the sensation. Just know this is inhalation, this is exhalation. So that is the first step you have to develop. And from there, when the mind settles down a little bit with and bring more effort towards the inhalation, exhalation and recognize the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end. So when you observe that way, and sometimes you just recognize some inhalation, exhalation can become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold, like that. So just accept it. Rather than trying to maintain it the way you want, always remember the whatever the behavior of the inhalation, exhalation, just accept it and recognize and deeply observe and see in what is happening with the sensation. So that seeing is important. That is what you have to develop. Recognizing, observation, analyzing, and the seeing. So this inside seeing is totally different than this outside seeing. So when it comes to inside seeing, through the meditation we develop that. Sometimes people ask, what's the point? You close your eyes and you just sit, do nothing. You're wasting your time. It's not like that. So mentally analyzing is a different way of seeing. So through the meditation, You recognize your experience, your sensation or the feelings or the formations or the thought patterns, and you recognize it. So without sitting, without closing your eyes, without detach from other activities, how you going to recognize your deeper that mechanism? And especially when it comes to sensation, or like for 5 aggregates, formations, feeling, sensations, recognition. So these things, how you going to understand without internal seeing? So in day-to-day life, we always used to follow the perception. So if you depend on perception, or if you go with the perceptions, you will never understand this inner mechanism. There are some schools, they teach to keep open your eyes and practice meditation. So opening eyes or closing your eyes, it doesn't matter. But somehow you have to get into a place to settle down yourself and deeply observe through your mind. So that observation will take you to different level of experience rather than experience through perception with this outside world. So that deeper recognition is going to become your inner world. So in tranquility meditation, in the beginning, we settle down our mind. And once the mind settles down with the breathing, that mind becomes usable to observe deeply and thoroughly, to see things clearly and recognize things and analyze things deeply. So when it comes to that Vipassana method, keep the same inhalation, exhalation, focus to that, and observe the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and the selflessness within the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. And you keep focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And sometimes, little by little, you start to feel your whole body as one. So once you recognize that, even don't go with the feelings, just see that even the entire body that experience the unsatisfactory nature, selflessness, and the impermanent. So this moment by moment happening. It's like a river. So each and every moment, whatever you recognize, in that recognition, always keep your mind free from all the experience that you went through. And don't add any kind of past experience to the present moment of experience. And keep the mind free and relax, and always maintain the newness within yourself with the clear awareness. So that is where you're going to recognize in the present moment what you experience and what it is and what is happening with it. So that will take you to the Vipassana knowledge of understanding, what we call clear comprehension. Sati Sampajanya, direct perception. So that direct perception is deeply you're going to recognize through the 5 aggregates: form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition, or the consciousness. So let's practice a little bit. Get ready yourself, your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and keep your whole body relaxed. Bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. And take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also, think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. And find the sensation of inhalation and exhalation. And allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen still. And recognize inhalation, exhalation separately. And follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, the middle, the end of the inhalation and exhalation. You may experience some inhalation and exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Observe the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within inhalation, exhalation. Bring attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, around this world and around this universe. Also, as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun. Spread the light to spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, when you develop your mind with the awareness, there are different ways that you can practice. But when it comes to the clear comprehension or the sati sampajanya or the clear perception, direct perception, so that is come through the vipassana practice. That is the main important part of the vipassana practice. So when it comes to that, when you don't have the clear comprehension, what will happen? When you cannot get the direct perception, what will happen? So that is where mainly our one is, there are many other things going to involving with that experience. So one is our karma, because there are two kind of karmas. One is called Purana karma, another one called Nava karma. So the Purana karma means old karma, previous karma. So as example, when it comes to the beginning of our life in the mother's womb, so our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, this entire body, the arise in the mother's womb because of the previous karma. And even then when we come to this world as children, we cannot do anything intensely, knowingly this is good or this is bad like that. So then we maintain our life for a while, depending on our previous karma. So the other thing is, when it comes to this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, there is a personal behavior with your eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, mind consciousness. That is why people, each and every person become different. So when you see something through your eye, maybe you recognize it as something beautiful or ugly. So in a one way, that the outside nature also, and according to heat, motion, liquidity and hardness, 4 elements, and other thing is the smell, taste, and energy, like that elements can create a certain kind of form in the outside world. But seeing that form through your eye, when it comes to recognition, in that recognition, how you going to say, I like this or I don't like this? From where that come? Why you like something and why somebody else don't like it? Because if it is the quality of the outside, then everybody should not like it or everybody should like it. Why that ourselves, sometimes we like something and then sometimes we don't like it. So that is where that our previous karma effect, and also with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind consciousness, that previous karma play a role. So then when you see something, in that very moment, one of the biggest energy come and play the role is your previous karma and say, oh, I like it. Another one is because of the habits it can happen. Maybe not the previous karma. It's not going to affect that much. But whatever the habits that you used to do from the childhood, maybe from your mother, from the blood, that whatever the things that you used to do. And then because of that also, your consciousness can change. Another thing is the culture we develop. Maybe we don't like it, but still that because of the culture, tradition, we sometimes we go with things. And sometimes because of the law and order, we accept things. But that doesn't mean you really understand it, or you're not going to separate from it. Because that whatever that you with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, consciousness, whatever you do, it always creates something, some feedback. Because it depends from your previous, as I mentioned, the karma or the tradition or the habits or the believing system patterns or things like that. So when there is no sati sampajanya or the clear comprehension, that is what happened. So that is what called sansara. So then you are in the sansara because of this and keep happening again and again and again. And it go with the action, reaction, result, and that result create again the feedback, action, reaction, result. So like that. With your bodily, verbally and mentally actions, you keep going like that. But when it comes to the sati sampajanya, through the clear comprehension or the clear awareness, what will happen? When it come to the sati sampajanya or the clear comprehension, you start to recognize that without your previous karma or the effort or the culture or the tradition, you start to recognize something as it is in this very moment. Because clear comprehension is not belong to karma. It is that is why the vipassana is separate from the karma. So any human being can develop the clear comprehension. Any human can depend on the karma, or any human can depend on the clear comprehension. So when it comes to that, if the karma play the role, and sometimes we become more comfortable with the present moment and the situation, and we feel so good, and maybe we say it is as a luck, so like that. But always remember, it belongs to worldly nature. Anytime, anywhere, it can go wrong. But the clear comprehension, it's not like that. It always depending on your clarity of recognition. It's not depending on the outside worldly nature. It always depending on the condition of the mind. So that is why when it comes to the development of this clear comprehension, yourself, it become more safe. Another thing is, it will help you to uproot that all the defilement and the karmic pattern, and you become completely free from habits and the patterns, and you rescue your mind from this becoming nature. So that is where this practice take us. So then remember yourself always that when you see something, when you hear something, when you smell something, feel something, taste something, even thoughts come to you, it always you depending from your own karma. And there are another part called new karma. So that means in this very moment what you do, the mostly your bodily, verbally or mentally action depend on your previous action, what will happen. That action also in this very moment what you do also depend on the previous karma. So then you do the new karma according to previous karma. So then there is no difference. The same thing happening. So listen this again carefully. There are two kind of karmas, new karma and the previous karma. So the previous karma means before you born, and in your previous life, whatever you have done, and according to that karma, you gain this life. In your mother's womb, you have this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and related to that all the organs, there is a consciousness. You gain that according to your previous karma. And so once you born here, then after once you over your childhood time, and then once you start to think and work, so now you have the previous karma with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, consciousness. So that is where when you see something, oh, I like this. So that likeness comes from your previous karma. So the new karma means in this very moment, whatever you do with your bodily, verbally or mentally action. So then when you see something, and right away you recognize, oh, I like it. In that recognition, so that recognition comes as a result of your previous karma. And in that recognition, if you do something with your bodily or verbally or mentally action, so that means the new karma also depending on surrender to the previous karma. So that is where the same thing keep happening and keep going. Then there is no end. It again and again keep happening. But how you can break it? Is there any way you can really can make a new karma? So when it comes to the clear comprehension, sati sampajanya, or the direct perception, when you become very clear with the perception, in that clarity, if you able to do bodily, verbally or mentally action, and in that very moment, it's not related to your previous. So that means you don't do it because of the habit, because of the pattern, because of the karma. Now you recognize necessary conditions and then you start to act according to necessary conditions in the moment. Another thing is, if you able to do that action knowingly, impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and the selflessness, out of that action, there is no any new karma going to happen. Because there is no feedback going to happen. And then it just become action for the moment. So then in day-to-day life, if you able to do something that which cannot create a count action, that is the power of sati sampajanya. Is there any way that you can do any bodily or verbally or mentally action yourself? Just think yourself a little. Is there any way you can do a action, bodily, verbally or mentally action that cannot create a reaction? So if just you have to think about it. So then why, even though maybe you don't wish, why then the reaction come? Why then the result come? So that is where you need the cause and effect, dependent origination, cause and causality. Cause, and once you know the cause and effect, there is a wisdom arise in you. You can perform an action. And one way it's you can perform action that there is no reaction going to come. That means there is no karma in that action. Another thing is, if there is a reaction come, you know what it is. So that is where you become more clear within yourself. Because see, and sometimes even whatever we do today with bodily, verbally and mentally action, even we don't know what will happen tomorrow. And so when something happens and somebody says something, we question, did I say that? Did I do that? I don't remember that. So like that, how it is possible? But when it comes to the clear comprehension, so remember that is where it is more helpful for you, because it helps you to get out of this karmic path, and it will help you to get out of the tradition or the patterns or the habit, and it will help you always to become brand new person in each and every moment with your bodily, verbally and mentally action. So think about it, and again look for that, and it is possible for you to gain that wisdom in this very lifetime. And look yourself, question yourself, deeper, go into it and see when you do something, how the reactions happen, knowingly or unknowingly. Is there any way that you can perform one single action that can perform yourself with your bodily, verbally or mentally action? Is there any way that you can say a word even? 100% you are clear, it's not going to create a reaction. Or the reaction means it's not going to create a kind of like the karmic path, action, reaction, result, like that way. Is there any way that it's not going to come back. You may heard that when you attain to enlightenment or the arahanthood or the Buddhas, whatever they do, they don't create the karma. So how it is possible? How you can do something? Because they are life also the same like us. Sometimes that who have attained to enlightenment, you cannot by looking outside, maybe you cannot recognize, and they do the same kind of actions, same kind of lifestyle. But when we do something with our bodily, verbally, and mentally action, there is the feedback come to us, and but when they do that, they don't get it. So the reason is they live with the clear comprehension, and they just have the direct perception. That's it. That is the highest of the way of living. But ourselves, we addicted to always respond to our inner emotions, our inner feelings, our habits, culture, tradition. That is what we keep doing. So sati sampajanyo, the clear comprehension, is the way that separate you from that pattern and make you completely a person to live a life that cannot going to bring you result. So then in this very moment, the whatever, that is only for that moment, that is it. And you will never find it anymore in the sansara. So how about if you can live just 1 minute like that way, with your bodily, verbally, and mentally action, you perform it. That actions never going to create any kind of result. So how about you increase the timeline? You expand the timeline, 1 minute to 5 minutes. How about 5 minutes to 10 minutes? How about you live a day? In that day, whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you think, not going to create a feedback. It's not going to bounce back. It's just a one-way journey. So if you live a moment like that way, that is the moment your liberation going to happen. And you will never come back to this kind of lifestyle and keep performing and gaining, collecting, and receiving the result. So think about it, and little by little, when you practice, and you will see how that ability you can gain through your own mind. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ettavata ca ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idam me punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.